I'm Noina and today we are going to do lip stitches and super basic hand embroidery together. This video is for anyone who is interested in embroidery but has never tried before. We are really starting from zero together. The design we are going to stitch today is a fishbone stitch, all on a piece of plain cotton fabric. Before we start, let me quickly show you the tools we will need. First, we have a 6-inch embroidery hoop. This is a nice medium size and it fits our design perfectly. Next, I have a plastic needle threader and a seam ripper. The threader helps us to put the thread through the needle more easily, and the seam ripper is there in case we make a mistake and we want to remove some stitches. We also need a pair of scissors for cutting thread, and few embroidery needles in different sizes so we can choose the one that feels comfortable or fits our thread. For the drawing design, I'm using a disappearing fabric pen. You can sketch your pattern on the fabric, and when it touches water, the lines will fade away. And finally, embroidery floss. You can pick whatever the color you like. If you have all of this already, let's move on and start preparing the fabric together. Now, let's move on to the first step. The first thing we are going to do is to draw the leaf design on the fabric. I'm just marking the position where I want the stitches to go directly on the clothes. This pen is a disappearing fabric pen. Once it touches water, the lines will fade away, so don't worry if your sketch isn't perfect. The second step is putting the fabric into the hoop. I'm using a 6-inch embroidery hoop. First, I loosen the screw at the top so the hoops come apart into two pieces. I place the inner ring, the one without the screw, underneath the fabric and try to keep my design roundly in the center. Then I press the outer ring, the one with the screw, down on top. After that, I tighten the screw and gently pull the fabric from all sides while I'm tightening, so it becomes nice and smooth. When the fabric feels tight like a little drum, our hoop is ready and the fabric is all set for stitching. The next step is threading the needle. For this part, I'm going to use 2 strands of embroidery floss together, so our leaves shapes look like a bit thicker and more solid. This is a small embroidery needle, and here I have a plastic needle threader to make things easier. To use the threader, I gently push the thin wire loop through the eye of the needle. Once the wire is through, I take my floss, which I've already folded into 2 strands, and place the end of the thread inside the wire loop. It should look something like this. The next step is tying a knot at the end of the thread. We need a knot so that when we start stitching, the floss doesn't slip all the way through the fabric. You can use any knot that feels comfortable for you. Personally, I like to wrap the thread around my finger twice and make a small loop, roll it off with my thumb, and then fold it tight from a neat little knot. And that's it. Now we have our needle threaded and our knot is ready. So we are all set to start stitching. Now we are going to fill the sleeve using a fishbone stitch. I start with a straight stitch down the center, and then I bring the needle up just next to the line and cross over to the other side. Each new stitch crosses the center and overlaps the previous one a little bit, so it looks like the vein of the leaf. I will keep repeating the same movement until the bowl shape is filled, so you can just relax and stitch along with me while I'm putting a little timer on the screen so you can follow the pace. Before we move on, let me show you how to finish and secure the thread at the back of the fabric. When you're done with your leaves, turn your hoop over so you can see the back. I slide the needle under a few of the stitches on the back, pull it through gently and repeat that 1 or 2 times. This helps to lock the thread in place without making a big knot. And yeah, that's how we neatly finish and hide the thread at the back. So the front looks clean and the back is tidy too. So this is our little finished piece for today. If this is your first time trying hand embroidery, I'm really proud of you. Your stitches don't have to be perfect. The small imperfections make it uniquely yours. If you enjoy stitching with me, feel free to like or subscribe and join me again next time. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.